Maybe there is time for one more question, if any.
Are we as individuals far separated from the reality of peace, joy, and happiness by our own choices? What starts that separation from true reality?
Mm-hmm.
If that is our true nature.
Yes. Yes, as I don't like to use the word individual because individual somehow reminds me of indivisible, which. So yes, as persons, it's a personal impression, as experiencing that impression veils and confuses the mind and the heart. It troubles the mind and contracts the body because there is the sense of mortality and the pressure of time. My time is running out, I have to do something and gotta get going. There is the impression of being limited by space. So it veils, it gets. It's as if you're in a room and you forgot the cooking on the stove, and it's just the room is full with smoke. So the room is still there. The beautiful paintings that you have on the walls and the beautiful view outside of your window, and it's still there. Your beautiful furniture, whatever is still there, but you're not experiencing that.
But why am I mean, you have impressions of, or maybe not impressions of reality, but where did that veil come from? From a choice of thought, or where did it originate?
Yes,
from?
well, yeah.
How did it spring into?
It's yeah, absolutely. Well, if you are looking for like, when did it start? It's like you are dreaming that you are a purple butterfly, and you're asking yourself, well, when did this butterfly start flying? It assumes, in your question, it assumes that there is an actual butterfly and that there is an actual time where that actual butterfly came out of its cocoon and started flying and then flew out the window, an actual window. But if you look at your night dream, it's not like that, because there isn't, you can't really say that, yes, this butterfly actually started at such a time, and because the whole thing is secondary to your reality. You're the dreamer. So in the same way, in your question about ignorance, meaning the impression of being a person, when did it start? Is this in the same way, like a purple butterfly? It assumes that there is actually an actual person, and that it started, that what you refer to as ignorance, I refer to as ignorance, meaning ignoring our true nature, ignoring truth. That actually it did start, this actual person did start at such and such a time. ignorance started in such and such. So in a way, I cannot answer that question without being accomplice with you that yes, separation is real. The person is real, and I cannot be accomplice with you. It's. But what I can share with you is that moment by moment we choose. We choose in this moment. I mean, I'm not talking in generic terms. In a particular moment, we choose that. Yeah, you offended me, or yes, I'm aging, or yes, something is happening to me. So you say that is more significant to understand that, because at that moment also you can pause. You say, wait a minute, I am this aware presence. It's so blatantly obvious to me. It's like what is the expression? It's a there's an expression that is just so obvious in my face. It's like so right in my face that I am this aware presence. I am this aware presence. So I can pause in this moment and say, wait a minute, I'm this aware presence, and this thought, this feeling, this belief that I am being offended, the reason that there is an I as a person that's being offended, that thought and that sensation or that feeling is arising to me, to I as aware presence. Because without awareness, without the presence, the impression of being offended won't exist. Awareness is required for feeling offended. For any sensation, any thought, any impression is secondary to awareness, because awareness is the primary reality of all impressions. You remove awareness and all impressions dissolve. But you can remove impressions, awareness does not dissolve. Right? You follow? So moment by moment there is a personal choice.
Okay.
Moment by moment. Now you can ask yourself, well, wait a minute. Now we're getting a little academic, but it's okay. What is it that is choosing in this moment to agree, to believe that I'm a woman and I'm born such a place and so on? What is it that's believing that? Answer is also very clear. I am choosing to believe that. Nobody but me is choosing to say, yes, I am a man and my name is Mahdi. I'm saying yes to that. And as I said previously, I choose to say, yes, I am a man and I'm Mahdi. But deep down, I believe, I know that this is just a convention, because I know myself to be this aware presence. I know that what is real is this aware presence. It's the awareness. I call it aware presence. It's words, Language is only pointing to that which is not in language. The experience, the self-reality is not made out of words. It's not made out of ideas or concepts. We just use words and concepts as a pointing tool, as a tool. And when the tool is being used to express, and it is pointing correctly, we recognize. It's recognize. Doesn't have anything to do with how many books I've read, how well I've studied Advaita non-duality. It has nothing to do with that. You can study Advaita for 1 million years, 5 million years. You will not express the truth until you are that truth. And it's only when the truth is speaking that it touches us. You see, there is no defense against that. There is no way you can block yourself from the truth. It's heard. And the teacher is just an instrument. He or she is an instrument. A loving, friendly instrument that comes into the dream, and we have this dream conversation that is talking about the beyond, and is pointing to the beyond. When I say the beyond, that's a wrong indication, because the beyond is this. And when I say this, I'm not pointing to anything. I am talking about that is not a thing, that whatever it is that is real, that hears these words, the reality that hears these words.